Hello and welcome to my first Civ 6 video. I finally feel confident enough to record this video. I'm going to try, obviously, to learn more about the game, but I'm going to share what I know so far. This is a sample game with Suleiman because I'm preparing for recording a video about the game of the month from Civ Fanatic forums. So I obviously didn't want to play that map because I want to learn about Suleiman first, and I wanted to see what he can do. This is a game I started today. I played it to turn 100. It's on a continents map, small map size. Everything else is default. I use only CQ UI and city states with city walls as the two add-ons. So yeah, I'm going to... so why am I choosing this game? Because it shows that it's irrelevant if you know the map or not. Your decisions should be based on what you see. That's my main goal here. Not on some, oh, I know that there's iron there. It doesn't matter. You want to play the game from the very first turn to be as efficient as possible. So in some sense, I'm going to try and mimic and expand upon what Civ 6 Trader did in his videos. If you don't know who he is, you should probably check out his videos on YouTube, but he hasn't recorded for quite a while. And he's not playing Gathering Storm, apparently. He just vanished. So I'll try to step in his big shoes and, you know, like, do my best. So why am I saying that playing 100 turns of this game is completely irrelevant? Because it should be, right? You should really play the map and your start and your Civ and your goals, your long-term goals. So we are playing as Suleiman, which means that we probably want to use our bonuses to our benefit, which means we want to go to war at some point. And for war, be it domination, culture, science, victory, you name it, having more cities is always more beneficial. And Suleiman helps us do that. So we are going to play a warmonger game in some sense, and if we do that, we really want to focus more on how to manage our empire rather than how to manage our cities. And we want to focus on science, gold, and resources, strategic resources. So iron, niter, oil, and we want to focus on gold and science. Those are our primary two goals. We don't want large cities. We don't want, you know, like many of our own cities. We want to have a core of cities which will be able to produce as much science and gold as possible, and then go conquer stuff. And to do that, we need to work with our start, which is somewhere north of the equator. We know that because there is jungle down here and none up here. So it's forests up there. So we are somewhere north. There's a huge river that we will settle on. So it's safe to say that we are somewhere in the middle of our continent on the northern part, which immediately tells us that probably there is nobody up there. If there is, it's going to mean a very quick war. But most likely there isn't anybody up there. So that's the perfect place to scout for goody huts, you know, like city states and so on. So our enemies or friends are either to the left, to the right, or to the bottom, east, west, south. And judging from our city, it's not going to grow very fast. It does have some jungle which we can chop, but my estimation is that in the 100 turns we're going to play, it's not going to grow higher than pop 7, probably 5, 6. So that immediately tells us that we are going to be able to place only 2 districts. So obviously a science district because we have geothermal fissure and we have it adjacent to a mountain, so that's a science. For now, let's place it here tentatively. And we know that we want income. So we probably want a commercial hub like right here. And maybe eventually, you know, like there's a lot of hills here and mines. We could probably make like an industrial zone here, except if some horses pop up here, for example. So, but for now, let's stick with the campus. That's the main thing we need to take care of. So we need science, gold, and resources, which means we want to grow. We want to either cut off a part of our continent from the AIs, from settling, or we want to settle as many cities as we can. One of the two. Because it cannot be guaranteed that our starting zone or our cities will have a single patch of niter or iron available to us. There is no guarantee. And with Suleiman, you want iron and niter especially. So, yeah. So let's look at our start. Is there a better place to move our settler to? Well, since we do want science, and we are on a river, and we are on a plains hill, and we do have a mineable resource, and we have some food available, I would say settling in place is a good idea. There is no luxury resource I can settle on. And all the other factors tell me that it's probably best if I settle in place. And also the campus is not too expensive to grab, and +3 science is quite acceptable for a campus. Maybe there's even some better campus locations like down here, I don't know. So without moving from the plains hill, I think this is the best place to place a city. I don't need the amber right now, and I don't want to move off fresh water. And there appears to be spots for future cities on the same river, so I'm not cutting anything off. I'm not near the coast, so settle in place. And apparently we are wait, where is it? We have discovered another continent, so there's that. Now, what do I want to build? What do I want to explore? What do I want to do? Well, I know that I want as many cities as possible, or to find AIs and see how to cut them off from the rest of the continent. And I want to find goodie huts. And I also want to kill barbarians because I want the Eureka for bronze working, because I have jungle to chop. And I want to find iron, right? Because it's much easier to improve warriors to swordsmen and then swordsmen to janissaries than, you know, skipping the iron part. So I want to scout. I don't think I need a builder. It really depends on the start, but at this start I'm going to have plenty of good tiles to work. I have them right now, so 2 food, 2 production, that's probably the best you can get by default. So I have no need for an early worker, not yet. I need to be as efficient as possible with this city, because it's my first city. So I'm going to go either with a warrior or a scout. Now it depends on what you want to do. Do you want to meet the AIs early? If not, you want to avoid them, right? So I want to go north then. If you want to meet the AIs early, then you want to, you know, like create a unit that will find them quicker. And it also depends on the map, because on the south, I probably want to settle on the south because, as you can see, there's a river right here, starting here, as this river is ending here. So these are tiny, you know, like information pieces that you can glimpse from the map. And this river continues right here. So that's important. So I guess if the jungle continues down here and here's the river, I want to settle in the jungle because it's awesome. You know, plains, hills, and jungle for food, perfect combination. And also, as I said, there's probably no AI at the north, and if there is, I would either want to move away from that guy and move south, or I want to grab the good south, you know. So my first settle whatever I find on the east or the west is probably going to be to the south. If I was on the southern hemisphere, I would do the same thing but go to the north. So first I want to discover if there is some better adjacency for the campus. So I'll move this warrior right here. Okay, so the river ends here, as we said, and there is another river up here. And there is a better place for a campus, but it's more expensive because I have to buy this tile first and then this tile. Why? Because, well, the Borders AI is not going to target this tile anytime soon, right? It's going to go for the resources first, and then it's going to go for the highest yield tiles, so these two right here, and then it's going to go to fill the first ring and then try resources in the second ring. That's how it works. So this tile I'll have to purchase, and it will cost like minimum of 150 gold, which isn't worth it for +1 science. It simply isn't. So my science for now stays here, because for Istanbul that's the best pick. I can also chop probably this jungle, and I can purchase this tile. It's not going to be very expensive. So what I want to discover, what do I want to grab next? Well, since there's a river up here and the warrior is going to the south, I probably do want to scout, because up here it looks like flat terrain. So, and scouts are much more efficient in flat terrain than warriors, which are better for scouting rainforest, hills, and so on. So I'll go with the scout. Now I could go with the monument, but when do you go for a monument? What's the reason for going for the monument first? If you have very important resources in the outer ring, or if you want, you know, like early culture, or if you can grow your city very rapidly, like for example settling on the sugar, and you can work, I don't know, bananas, for example, unimproved, that will make your city grow real fast, and you'll like really quickly, you know, populate your inner ring, which is 5 tiles. Even with producing settlers, you're probably going to need more land. But most importantly, if you have very good resources in the outer ring, that's when you go for monument first. Otherwise, you can skip it. At least in my opinion, scouting is much more lucrative than, you know. So I'm going to lock in. I locked in on a good tile production, and then I need to pick what do I need to research first. Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going for any religion, so it's either mining or animal husbandry. Either is good. I guess animal husbandry would be nice to know where the horses are, but I could go with mining. Why not? We'll need bronze working anyway, and mining as well, and we probably want animal husbandry for archers later on. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's a safer bet to go for animal husbandry first, but since we do have an ember, I'll go with mining first. This is the easiest part. So okay, let's see. Okay, more jungle and hills, which is great. Let's see. So, okay, one more important thing. Istanbul is not going to grow very fast, right? So, 2 districts. I'm looking for a second city spot now, right now. Okay, Ivory, a 6 yield tile, awesome. I want to work that. So if there's a river here and an ivory here, I probably want my second city like somewhere right here, because it will also have some jungle and whatnot. With the second city, you don't go for iron, you don't go for horses, you go for how to make your second city as productive as possible. Why? I mean as soon as possible. Why? Because your first city is building nothing else but your first settler. So it's an investment into the future. 10 turns minimum to produce a settler, and you lose a pop at the end of it. So you delay your growth by creating that settler. So you want the first and second and possibly third settlers to be as efficient as soon as possible. So you want to plop them down on a city spot which will become productive immediately to compensate for the lost turns on building those settlers. Okay, so we found coast and the goody hut, and the river continues. Not as much jungle as I would hope for, but what can you do? And 40 gold. Okay, now I could use this moment to buy this tile, and I think I will, just because it becomes more expensive later, and I know I want that tile. So, you know, that's why you want to plan these things in advance. Okay, so let's continue. We found, a barbarian scout found us. So what I'll do is attack him immediately, just to, make him go away. And we got our scout. And in 2 turns, we're going to grow to pop 2. As I said, slow growth. So what do you want to do when you're moving out of your city? Where to go with your scout? Well, the first thing you want to do is to use the fact that your city acts as a bridge. So movement across the river is not penalized if you're moving through your city. So in this case, as you can see, the river surrounds us and we want to go north. You want to cross the river immediately, so go there. Okay, we have a river continuing up there. That's probably the same river. We have a mountain there. Nothing no city-states so far. And now I want to go with either a worker to improve the amber. How long till animal husbandry? 10 turns. So it's going to take us 15 turns. 3 turns for this. Yeah, I don't think a worker is worth it yet, because it's going to be idle. I'm going to improve the amber and then wait for cattle, and then what? There's no third resource to improve, except if some horses pop up here, which is possible. So I'm going to go for mining, but we don't know that until we get animal husbandry anyway. So I can delay the worker a bit more, and we have 2 good tiles to work, so we are good for now. So I'm going to go with a warrior third. Why warrior? Well, because we already purchased the 1 tile that we need. We'll get these tiles eventually. And I'm going to go with the warrior next because I want to scout east as well. And a warrior can deal with the barb camp while a scout can't. So barb camps, killing barbarians, faster bronze working, right? That's the idea. And also gold and goody huts and whatnot. So scouting your area is a very good way to play this game. Okay, now I will probably follow the river. Okay, so we have a coastal place here. Judging from what I can see, and purely on what I can see, I would probably want my city to be here. Why? Because that's the closest I can do it. I don't want to settle on the ivory because it's a very, very good tile to work. I cannot settle here. If I settle here, I'm not on fresh water, which means, slow growth. Max pop 3, I think, so no good. I could settle here on the coast, but it's no point because it's not going to be again on the river, and this is a crappy placement for a city. So I'll probably, and also it's a good idea to settle on resources, so maybe here, that can be a coastal city, and it can also, if need be, one day get an aqueduct right there, and this city can then also grow properly in the future. So let's for now tentatively say that these are some 2 interesting city locations, but this one is my current pick for a second city. It makes complete sense. It will start working this tile immediately. And well, maybe it's not the ideal city placement. Let me check what's more to the east. Okay, so now let's see one step ahead. Okay, so crossing the river takes one full turn. So if I go here, I don't need to cross the river, right? Because I can move onto this hill and then continue on this side of the river. So I'll do just that. There we go, population 2. Locking in the second good tile. It's still a slow growth. So one turn for the amber. And then I might actually switch to the amber because it provides one culture, so I can get code of laws quicker, so I can kill barbs more efficiently. Although I will lose one production for a bit. But I don't lose growth, which is important. So now I will cross the river. As you can see, I didn't lose any turns on doing so. Oh, okay. This is an interesting wonder. It provides 2 merchant points and 2 great general points if it's at least one tile of it is within your borders, which is perfect for our plan, like science, gold, and army. That's what we need. Okay, so I'll switch to this in one turn. And what to do with this? Well, you want to kill barb scouts. They're really annoying. Because what do they do? If the scout belongs to a camp that's not destroyed yet, it will just scout. So your workers and settlers are safe. The scout won't attack. However, if the camp is destroyed, its base camp, it will either suicide into a city if there's nothing else to do, or it will capture your settlers and workers, or it will attack your units. So I want to kill this scout because they can remain alive long after the camp is being destroyed, and they just roam the countryside sniping your people. Okay, so now where to go? Well, let's see. Well, if there's a coast here, I presume that this area is coastal as well, so we can either go north or we can go south and check out. I think we'll go south. Yeah, okay. So something like this would be a very interesting third city, right? Or maybe like, I don't know, maybe like here. One of these two. Because it has fresh water, some sheep, it can grab the wonder, it has some good production tiles, hills and so on. One of these tiles, maybe like a city down here, we'll see. But it has decent resources to work with, this area here. Not very rich in luxuries and food, but again, it can grow slowly to a decent size. It's more important to have every tile. Okay, so the scout ran up here. Maybe it will reach the city, maybe it won't. I won't chase him. I want to find my second city location. So I'm going to cross the river now and avoid the jungle because it will slow me down. So I'll go here. Okay. Well, this is the perfect second city spot, right? It has a fissure. It has bananas and it can even grab a cotton tile. So I think this setup is decent for now. Maybe there's some even better. Oh, okay. Barb camp spawn. So as you can see, the warrior paid off, or will pay off soon. Okay, so switching to culture, except if it's, yeah, it doesn't affect the number of turns. What's my production? Now it's 5. No, it's perfect actually. 2 turns with no overflow. So let me check if there is another city spot there. Let's continue. Let's check if this city has, because if I want a campus and this is the only mountain, I would probably need to place the city here, and I really don't want to do that because it won't have enough production. So, or I would need to settle on the ivory, which is even worse. So well, maybe it would be worse, I don't know. Maybe it's actually not a bad idea. But then I ruined this spot right here. And I don't want to, I really do, well, whatever. I want to find if there is some mountain adjacent to all this. Let me check appeal, actually. I'm not sure. In any case, let's continue. Let's see if this fissure has a mountain. Yes, it does. Okay, so we can chop these bananas and put a campus right there for a +5 campus. So the second city goes here. Oh, goody hut. Okay, so there's the coast. That's fine. Now let's see what to research next. I think I'm going to go with animal husbandry to improve the cattle. 6 turns, 8 turns, perfect. And now we have our warrior, so we have 3 units, and now we can go with the builder. Because now it makes sense, right? It can improve the amber, it can improve the cattle in 5 turns, and it can also probably maybe either wait in the capital to see if there are some horses to improve, or we'll see what to do with the third yield. So now let's continue. Oh, there we go. Do we want to exchange it for me? Yes. Okay, and there's also a barb camp. So, oh, here he is. So yeah, definitely our second city spot. And there's also a river down here. If I didn't mention it already, this is an emperor difficulty. I just can't play on the ET yet. So let's use our movement point to get to the camp, and then we'll heal. In 1 turn we get Code of Laws. And just let me check quickly here. I think I'll keep the cultures for now. I don't think, wait, let me check if this will change. Yes, 6 turns, but 7 turns for husbandry. 6, 7. Yeah, it's perfect. I want to improve the food first. So, because it's really slowly growing. More than I want the culture. So I'll do this. What did we get? Boost for archery, whatever. Let's give him the Alpine promotion right away, because there are mountains here and I want to discover. Considering scout promotions, just pick the first one that will benefit you immediately, because scouts are less and less important as time goes on. Okay, so I think I'll heal here and then go for this barb camp. Oh, here's scout. Well, Maybe let's kill this scout first. Oh, they don't like me. Interesting. So this scout stopped, which means that his camp was probably destroyed or something happened. Okay, so let's move maybe here. And then I'll go like maybe up there. So there is a Mali warrior right there. I discovered, so go for bar camps and go for... I'm picking the policy for faith because I didn't find any city-state, and especially not a religious city-state, and I do want to get Goddess of the Harvest if possible. That's my idea for now. And then we'll go with foreign trade, because we already have the Eureka for it. Or do we want... No, it's okay. There we go. As you can see, it's suicided into... Oh! The camp is gone. So there is either an AI up here or a city-state. My bet is on a city-state. So let's go find a city-state. Oh, here's one. But I don't think that's the one, because there would be more warriors from Valletta around the camp. So there is another city-state up here. Did we find it first? Yes, we did. So yeah, this is the end of the map. Okay. So there must be another city-state or civ up here. Yeah. Okay. So what to do now? Let's move the warrior first. There we go. See? There is our second city-state. And we also found them first. What are the missions? Recruit a great writer, not going to happen. Trigger Eureka for sailing, which means we need to get a coastal city. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Maybe when you plop here, but I'm not sure if that will happen in this age. So what I'm going to do with the warrior is move to the east. And now I can just grab the goody hut. Oh, craftsmanship. Eureka, okay. And now I can move with the scout to the east, and I'm going to send a warrior to like heal up here and then move here. Okay. Now the Mali warrior won't attack this one, and I'm going to actually leave them both alive. I won't attack, although I could grab the camp, because I know that another Mali warrior cannot clear the camp, and what will happen is that they will probably kill him, which means Mali will have one warrior less. Because if there are two barbarians near the camp, both will attack. If there's only one barbarian near the camp, it will go to the camp and protect the camp and not move. Oh, it moved out. As you can see, it attacked me, but the Mali warrior retreated, which was a very good, smart thing to do. Okay, so we got our worker, and now we can switch back to culture, and now we can build. What do we want to build? I think I'll go with another warrior. Improve this. Oh no, I said I would improve the cattle first. Oh, that was a mistake on my part. I'm going to actually stay in place and heal, although it's not ideal terrain. Oh, there's another Mali warrior. Well, in that case, I have to kill the camp. There we go. Let's move to the east. Actually, you know what? I think I'll go with the settler next. Because this area is now pretty safe. And since Mali is up here, I think he's cooking something. There we go, bronze working Eureka. So let's check for bronze. 0 results. Well, that's depressing. What I think I'll do is I think I'll move here. Oh, okay. Goody hut. Oh, another city-state right here. So let's mine this, and then now, since it's going to grow in like 10 turns, it doesn't really matter, so I would rather produce the settler much faster. 6 turns for a settler, well, that's awesome. And now I'm going to take 4 turns to improve the cattle, which is decent. Okay, so next we're going for... Oh, right. We don't have bronze working. That's why I don't see any iron. Okay. Let's go for the goody hut. Bandar Brunei. We are not the first to meet him, so there must be either Mali went nuts and went all the way up here, or there's another sieve someplace, probably like here. So let's check. What's that? Horses. Oh, okay. Okay, so heal up the warrior here for 10 hit points a turn. Oh no, come on. Tornadoes, really? Okay, so now I'll move here and then jump across the river right here and move to the east with this guy. And with this guy I need to return here and try and fix the damage. Or I could improve the cattle. I think I need the production more than I actually need the cattle right now. So let's do that. What did I get? Oh, really? 20 faith? Please tell me harvest is... Yes, it's available. Okay, gotta see this harvest. And now let's move down here, cross the river, improve this. Oh my god, it killed my population. Well, that's unfortunate. That's horrible, actually. Maybe I should have really go for the cattle, but okay. 3 turns to grow. Jeez. That's what you get when you put your settings to 4, to disaster level 4. I think I'll make a turn like right here and go up here. Since oh, there's a second city right there. And the fourth city-state. Hong Kong. Also not the first one. Yeah, definitely there's somebody else here. Well, it could have been Mali, actually. Let's see. Wait, let's see. Am I stupid? Influenced by unmet player. Yeah, okay. What do they want? They want clear barb camp file 5 tiles away. Okay. If there is one, maybe here, I don't know. I can check with this guy. So let's do the cattle now. Oh, really? Well, you know what? Let's check for that barb camp, actually. 1 turn to foreign trade. Let's switch to the settler. Five turns for the settler. Well, there must be a barb camp somewhere around there, so there's that. Okay. Okay. Let's go with craftsmanship. That tornado really ruined my day. Oh, and it also killed my warrior. I just realized. Well, that's grand. That's awesome. Okay, let's put the worker into the city. There must be a barb camp somewhere. You know what? I think I'll chop this. I can't delay any longer. It's completely inefficient, but I did get Goddess of the Harvest, so... and this is probably going to be... commercial district anyway, so... Oh yeah. No barb camp here. Now what to do? Now this is very aggressive settlement from Mali, so I think we need to take that city, and to do that we need archers, so I think the next step would be to create a few slingers, not too much, you know. We have the money to upgrade them, so that's good. We do have 2 warriors now. We would have 3 if we didn't lose that one to a bloody tornado. Go. City on another continent, and what I think I'll do here is immediately start working on another slinger. It's a bit inefficient until I get this, but well, maybe it is inefficient actually. Let me check something. Eureka for masonry. Well, that's not gonna happen so soon. It is a bit inefficient, but I do need archers, so it's not ideal. Barb camp? Barb camp. Unfortunately, I can't. Do I have time to deal with it? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 turns to kill the camp. Brunei will probably kill it. Maybe I could reach it with the scout and finish it off if Brunei weakens it. But I don't think I can spare this warrior. Maybe if there's a camp down here, I can spare the warrior. 8 turns till archery, 8 turns till this guy, 6 turns till he grows, so maybe he'll work the bananas as well, so it will drop to 7. And I can get a bunch of slingers out here. Yeah, okay. Oh wow. The game really hates me. Oh, yeah, there's definitely a barb camp there. Okay, 6 turns. 4 turns for this one, 7 turns for... And it now delayed the growth. Because it didn't kill a pop, but it delayed the growth. Right? Right. Maybe there is a barb camp right here. I don't know. And now this scout is blocking my view. The best way to deal with this is just to fortify your warrior. It can survive the hits. Now let's check. No, no barb camp. Okay. But there is a warrior in Timbuktu because it's 20 strength. So now I'll also fortify and then switch to this and to this, production and production, and now it's much faster and we'll have exactly 3 archers in 4 turns, which means I should probably move this warrior right now and forget about the camp for now. Let's continue to military tradition, 10 turns for that. Now a monument would be really handy. And the camp is gone, so Brunei killed it. So there we go, Australia. Okay, this is good, this is good. For several reasons. We can now finally sell our resource. So let's send a delegation and try to sell the amber. He doesn't want it yet, but he will soon. That's a new thing in the latest patch. The AI won't give you money immediately for resources. So yeah, let's hope he's friendly, and he is. Let's try and declare friendship. Awesome. Let's see if he wants... No, not yet. Okay, so... let's scout some more. One... 3 turns. 1, if I stay here, 2... Okay, we can stay here for 1 turn. I don't want the warrior to go to the north, to Istanbul. So 3 turns. Oh, this is bad. Wait, can we improve this somehow? Oh no, because we didn't grow. That's why we can't. I forgot about that. That's my mistake. So what do I do now? I'll have to delay it by 1 turn. which is unfortunate, but at least the warrior will have time to heal. And we can do this. In the meantime, let's see, check for some more city-states, maybe down here. There is a city down there, but I don't see the... Well, I don't think there is... I think this is a city-state, because the tiles are red, but influence drops down here, so... Okay, let's move here. Switch to archery again, and now we need to plan our attack. Since he already denounced us, we can declare war immediately. We don't have to denounce first, and we can stick with what we have. We don't need a surprise war. Well, this is, let me see, 2 turns. No, I want all my archers in position. So let's do this. Yeah. Maybe I'll get a promotion. No. Okay. Yep. Another city-state. And we are obviously not the first to meet him. And I'll play to turn 40 and then take a break. So 1 turn till this guy. Trabzon, you want to be working on a warrior, I think. 4 turns. Will it help? Well, if I don't want to delay archery any longer, I think 3 archers is enough. Or is it 4 archers? Maybe 3 archers is enough, I think. 3 warriors is more important. Okay. So, warrior in 4. There we go. Archery complete. Apparently didn't help with this one, but okay. Oh, we do have 4 archers. Oh, my bad. There we go. And now we can continue to bronze working. Okay, awesome. And we might actually be able to grab a worker for 215 gold. Let me see if I can sell the resource. No, not yet. Okay. Let's stay here and heal, actually, and we'll finish it on turn 40. Okay, see you in the next video.